up to be probably so far my favorite place.
Okay, let's run it.
And where I will probably move to.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, Mom.
All right.
Hello. We are Trisha
And Gabriel.
from different sides of the world but brought together by nursing school. After a couple years of travel nursing, we are taking a break to just travel.
We are going around the world in 100 days, but probably more, and hoping to see a few friends along the way.
So follow along with us as we simply live our lives in many cities across the globe.
This video, obviously, I think this place might be my favorite.
We were influenced also to go there, and
I was
that's the only
100% influenced. Shout out to Ashlyn.
that's the only reason we went out there.
Yeah.
Just saying.
What do we say about Mallorca, Spain? It's an island off the coast of Spain. It's a very popular tourist destination
Correct.
for European,
Especially
travelers.
Northern Europeans.
where their winter right about now is
Right.
quite cool.
Frigid, right.
So we ended up staying at the Lindner Hotel, which was, to me, almost an out-of-body experience.
It felt that way. Throwback to German conquest in the early part of the 18th century. Very interesting place. Yes.
To me, it was just like you're in Spain and you can tell you're in Spain. Everybody there is German. And then the whole place feels like you're in, it's African themed. Safari, it's more safari themed than anything. But it's like a safari themed hotel full of Germans in Spain.
Well,
Virtual reality.
to put this in context though, Lindner Hotel was bought, the brand, I believe it's part of Joe DeVere, totally butchered it, but the brand was bought by Hyatt. So it came under Hyatt's like umbrella. It is actually a German hotel brand. And the first one or the biggest one, I believe, is in Berlin, like downtown Berlin. This is the off season. So I was able to get standard room availability on Hyatt for 12,000 points a night, and we're there for 6 nights. And also, I was able to add in a suite upgrade award, so we got upgraded. Well, not upgrade. Well, we ended up staying at the African suite.
Suggestion when traveling to Mallorca is to go during the off season, because it was February, their winter. It was still 68 degrees, and when the sun was sunning, it was not playing around.
When the sun was sunning,
So,
it was really warm.
yeah, you could sit on the beach in the sun and you were not cold. Now the water, polar plunge vibes.
Right.
So if you're big into the swimming stuff, I mean, we did it, but it was really cold.
Just cold.
We're going to the beach, 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 to the. Look at this beach. Too much. Oh, not a nude beach. No, not nude. a very popular beach that I read about. You don't get parking. You can hardly find a spot on the beach to sit. And there was like a little bit there where we were the only ones on the beach.
Right.
So that was really special. The beaches here, let me just say, they were stunning. They were perfect.
Right.
What was not to like about them?
I would say very, very good beach. It's just because the Mediterranean has such pretty waters, and they're not like massive beaches though. They feel more like alcoves.
They're more, yes, so you almost feel like there's
Yeah,
so many of them.
right.
It's like private beach style.
It feels like a private beach. Like there's a rock that makes a U, and then there's sand.
All right, Gabriel said it. It's giving, say it,
What budget Hawaii?
budget Hawaii. But like
I mean,
nicer Florida. Oh, I mean Mallorca.
Oh.
What's it giving?
Budget Hawaii. No, I don't know if budget is the right word though.
Rustic Hawaii. It's giving rustic Hawaii. Earthy, natural,
But it's kind of
historic.
silly to use Hawaii as a reference point.
Yeah, Hawaii is its own gem.
Like, I mean,
This is its own gem. It's a place like no other. Okay, fine. I feel like we also need to take a moment to say that we rented a car and it was the best decision, right? One of the best decisions I think we made on this trip was renting a car. The driving, very straightforward. The roads were actually surprisingly perfect. And we rented a car for fairly cheap.
Right. So very closing, we started looking because I didn't want to rent a car previously. 6 days for $130. And it was like an SUV kind of car. We rented it through Record Go Night. It's like Hertz 6, and they literally have 2 stars on the website. And on Expedia, I'm like, who gets
Red
2 stars? Which is a red flag. Also, they're renting it for like $100 for 6 days.
Second
Also a red flag.
flag.
But they also had cars there, manual cars for like literally $20.
Oh yeah, double check to make sure
Yeah.
manual
And I
versus
was like,
automatic.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, because the lady was telling us when we picked the car up that most cars are actually manual. So just make sure
And it's
you double
hilly,
check.
so
Oh
you're
yeah,
gonna
oh
be
yeah,
shifting
that'll be a problem.
whatever this is.
Anyways, but on returning the car, you guessed it, before we left the airport, they sent an email saying your car had reportable damages. Well, so when we rented the car, I didn't buy the insurance, so I used my Chase Sapphire Preferred, which covers me as a primary renter's insurance. We returned the car, they charged us for 250 euros worth of damages, pretty much tire
250.
scratches. So two things when you rent a car, from anybody in general: take a video and take pictures. And I think this is just their standard operating procedure. They price really cheap to get rentals and then try and charge up to get the money
We
back.
just sent back a photo
We just
saying
send back,
here's
hey,
the
here's the picture,
pre-photos, and they sent it back right
and they're
away.
like, oh, sorry, we'll
Yeah.
not charge you. So just so you know, it feels like there's probably a section of people that don't have photos that would just like pay. So
sad.
just so you know, if you go out there anywhere, really take photos.
We also did go into Palma.
Yes.
Palma is the main city in Mallorca. There is an old part of the town that's just a walking part, so you can't drive there.
Right.
So you would have to you could take a bus, but we could drive and park for we had to pay.
Yes.
Park and go into that part of the city. And that was really fun. We did do a walking tour one day. There's a giant cathedral. We didn't go inside. I kind of wish we went inside. It's quite, and it's a walled city,
Right.
and the cathedral is part of the wall, so that's really neat. We also did get some really fun bakery stuff inside. I was influenced once again to go to Fika Farna, and it's like a Danish pastry place. And if anybody knows me, you know that I'm kind of a cardamom nut. See what I did there? Cardamom nut.
It was
And
okay cardamom bun.
it was, I had a real cardamom bun and it was divine. We also got ensaimadas, which they said we must get. When I was eating it, I was like, this has a funk to it. Later find out that it's made from pork fat.
Right. And
that was the funk.
Also later found out that Mallorca's airport only lets you fly with one Esmeralda.
No, two
per person.
Ensaimada
Per person.
Because it was a problem.
Because people were trying to like export Esmeralda. Apparently, people were trying to export it.
Libby said she was gonna get the specialty, and she gets here and she's like, I'm gonna get mango again.
It's so good.
She can't be changed.
I know what I like.
It's a crime.
It's a massive archipelago. You know, it's kind of akin to Hawaii. Massive. There's mountains, rainforests.
We did get to drive up to Valldemossa and Deia on the west side of the island. And that was also, I think, something you should do. It's mountainous. It's like more foresty, totally different feel. And there you're supposed to get potato buns, which those actually were good. They were so fluffy. Like a pillow.
And like we're saying, the drive was easy. If you've driven in any major city, just highway.
Well, we did get to a portion where we couldn't turn around.
Right. The roads in Valldemossa, in Deia were very, very petite and small.
But you'll make it.
You'll make it, yeah.
This is famous bun of baked potato. Or potato. Ooh. But we put Nutella in it because we are
Americanos.
Rent a car, go to the beaches, eat all the pastries, be influenced. Maybe you'll move there, like we will.
Go to Mallorca.
Go to Mallorca.
Habibi, go to Mallorca.
Move to Mallorca.
At this point in the trip, our dear friend Libby is leaving us to go back home. It has been a truly special couple of weeks sharing these adventures together. Traveling is great, but like we have said before, and I'm sure we'll say again, it is best when the memories are shared.
Thank you, Libby, for answering your phone when I called you last fall to set this whole trip up. Thank you for being spontaneous, and thank you for being flexible. Have a safe flight home. We'll miss you very much.
Goodbye for now, and come travel again with us sometime soon. Libby.
Yes, I'm not yawning.
Oh no, she yawned. Not a nude beach. Nope, not nude.
Darn it. I think there's a one.
What?
Listen to that. I'm really curious to see how you did that.
But I like Ibiza was like the big thing. That was
Right.
kind of Mallorca.
I think people call it Ibiza.
I say.
Ibiza.
I pronounce things weird, okay?
The I is an E, like not Italy.
I can say Italy.
All right.
This is off to a great start.
All right.